Hear all videos here, to base be the glory.
Who that? What? Who that? Who that? What? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? Who that? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? 28. What? Who that? Hold that. What? Who that? Wait. Free back. What? Who that? Whoa. Slim.
Welcome back to Who That 242. I'm your host Tim May, and it's on the podcast. Now, this is episode 17. Shout out to the sponsors: Collective Bear Bahamas, Ricardo Rum, the Nicky Bahamian Rum, and of course, like Great to Chill. So I like episodes like these. People who I actually know a very long time. We end up talking for like an hour and things. So I hope you're here for a little while. Najee,
What's up? What's up, my guy?
this got to be like our third, fourth interview. I remember
Yeah.
when Who That was a vlog. We going by the park by you.
Yeah, we was on the court.
the
We was
court?
on the basketball
That was
court.
2015 and 2016. You was on the Ease Up
We do the
campaign
ease up. Oh,
by Allen House.
yeah.
And then life happened. My boy get married, not sure, and
My stuff.
back
But,
and forth to the States and thing. And
well, you did so as well.
you know. We's
during
men now.
During that time, we's men.
I first met Naj. I remember this. I don't have much memories from younger, but I have one particular memory. This was St. Francis Xavier, my church. I Catholic. This was on summer camp. Summer camp playing ball and we going
Basketball.
I must say it was like 8 or 9. And years later, you can have this boy rapping in school. Now she done. Now talk to me. So it's just like your first rap. Tell me your first raps you remember.
My first, okay, I can tell you my first rap, I remember, and then I can tell you the first song that got played on the radio.
Got you.
Okay, the first one was it's called Grateful. You know, one thing about me, you should know, and a lot of people should know, I never strayed away from doing gospel music. So even when I was younger, I did gospel music. So the first song was Grateful. Funny part about it, I wrote it around the same time of year. For Christmas, they was having a Christmas play at church. Me, two of my boys, we decided by we and Rob, and then we was stuck in church too. So it's like
Duck in church to make gospel music.
I can be real. See, let me be honest. The thing about it is it was like more of a saying that the lady told us if we working on the Christmas play, we don't have to be in church.
Okay, I got
So he's like, all right, we can rap. So she's like, all right, y'all can do your thing. So he's like, no, we don't want to be here with y'all. You can set us up in another room. So they set us up in the room, and we was just playing around. So she would check in and say, hey, y'all finished? We was like, no, we still writing. And then we got serious like the last 10 minutes before church out. Put it together. Had something sorted. Grateful. And then the first song I had on the radio was called These Demons Tempting Me. And they was playing it. That's when 100 Johns first brought Joy FM here.
Right.
When they brought Joy FM here, they was playing it, but they didn't even know it was a Bahamian.
Wow.
So they was running in it and running in. It's like, Mom, we got to find out who this little guy is. So I called and I was like, hey, what's up? And it's like, hey, I said, this Lil T. Because that's what they was calling me then.
Yeah,
So I said, this is Lil T. So she said, who? I said, Lil T, you was playing my song. So Sister C was like, Mom, we got to get you down here. Or whatever. So I was like, okay, I on Hard Road. I coming now.
I dare.
I remember. So she's like, what? No, I'm saying we going to fly. No, I live in Nassau. It's Beeman.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, could you be here before 5? I said, yeah.
I
I on Hard Road. I coming now. So I came to the radio station. And bro, after that day, it was like I got a link in the radio station. And that was that. Because before then, boy, me and Shotty, I remember me, Shotty, Sniper, we used to sit outside 100 Jumps in the night, hoping the DJ come through the back door and ask them to play our songs on them CDs, give them the CDs, and beg them to play our songs in the middle of the night, because, like I say, it's gospel. They only playing gospel early in the morning or in the middle of the night, buddy.
When everyone's sleeping or they waking up.
Boy, whatever place count, boy, because someone could be up somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone could be up somewhere in the world. So, that's what it was.
So you use Lil T. So what made the transition from Lil T to NAJIE Dun?
Who gave me the Najee? A lot of people used to call me Najee, but the first person who I hear call me NAJIE Dun, and I stick to it, was Nick Swibby.
Okay, Swibs.
Swibs. Me and Swibs was, we still tight. You know, Swibs is like my brother. So it was just like, yo, yeah, NAJIE Dun. He's just getting off. That's when everybody was in that
dun-
quote.
a dun or a
dun
dun
or
or-
runks.
yeah, runks,
Everybody's
yeah.
done or runks. You know, everybody was on that. Like that's when that the Bob Marley pins, Bob Marley belts, Bob
Rasta,
Marley,
yeah.
that Rasta tradition. Everybody was a dun or a runks.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just started done, and I just kept it done. And I look at the meaning done is like a boss. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know what? I gotta move with that attitude.
You gotta take the name on it.
Yeah, let me take it on. Let me
Yeah.
take it on and make it me.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what it was.
So growing up, we all know about the legend of your father on the hill. Talk to me about that influence, because you have your own talent, choose your own mind. But talk to me about how important that is to have that in your blood and around you, subliminally, directly. Talk about that.
Man, listen, the hill. I tell people, if you don't know about the hill, if for those who know, the hill is located Bozine Hill. We call it the hill. Boy, that kind of that save a lot of people's lives. I would say that that save a lot of people's lives around here. Meaning, it directly saved lives and indirectly saved lives, because had we not had the hill, we would have been out there doing some foolishness. So it saved us from doing foolishness and reaping the repercussions of that, the consequences of doing foolishness. But it also saved people's lives from getting ruined from the foolishness that we were going to be doing. And I don't mean just me, but it's like I remember when the concept of the hill came about, and it was we did a video for you should know Jinx, man.
Yeah, I know Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx was rapping at that point. Mm-hmm. So we did a video, and Jinx brought his cousin Trevon Barton Catman on.
Shout out to Catman.
Yeah, and no one know who Catman was. Mm-hmm. So he's like, man, yeah, man, my cousin can shoot this bait video for me. We can do yachts and we go by Odyssey, go on this plane or whatever, and this and that. And it's like, all right, let's do it. We do it. And Catman, my dad, like, he took a liking to Catman, like, just to see the way he worked. Like, boy, this boy really productive, and the team he had around him. So he's like, you know what? Downstairs on the hill, we'll just
make set up for you.
Set up for you. You could be working on some stuff. You could work, like, do visual. So, you know, I know Shadi for the longest. We was working on a DigiWave with Zoltan. Mm-hmm. And Zoltan was always back and forth to the studio. If he ain't there, my studio closed. Yeah. So Shadi was always like, boy, we need our own studio. Because we was between recording in Shadi room or my room. So it's like, boy, we could do it on the building in the hill, you know. So me and Shadi going up there one day, and I thought this room was bare. Just like literally no walls, no nothing, just no roof, just a brick. Mm-hmm. Just bricks. You could see straight over it, everything. So he's like, but we should literally do something else. So I asked my dad, I said, man, listen, could we do it? He's like, yeah. So along with Cat shaping like the minds of videographers, visual people, like people who doing like videos
like
and stuff.
Like my videographer, J Miles.
Right. And that link was crazy, because I met him when I went to CV. Me and Miguel went to CV together, and me and Judah went to CV together, and they was Davis was rapping.
Yeah.
Judah was doing people videos, like making a little videos on Motorola Pebble.
Yeah.
And you know, all people need is the equipment and the chance. A lot of talented people around now. Mm-hmm. So the hill kind of gave them that,
molded them, and
right, give them that chance. I wouldn't say, like, I don't want to take credit for nobody work, mm-hmm. because at the end of the day, it's their talent. Mm-hmm. I can't give you talent. Like I discussed earlier, if I could, I would say abracadabra.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You could have talent, but I can't give you talent. I can't give you drive. But what I can do is give you tools, and that's what the hill gave us. The hill gave us tools to do and become what was in our purpose, like what we wanted to do, you know. And we did it to our best ability, you know. Similar with Showboys, we was able to do the sound systems and practice on DJing up there. Like, it was so much. The hill was like a underground media house to mold these people, and then all of a sudden you start seeing them show up in the forefront. You start knowing who these people is, and everybody wondering who these people is.
Where they come from?
Like where they come?
Where you been all this time?
Yeah, where they come from? Like, oh, okay, this
you-
and that, and then it was a time where people start saying, oh, I guess we only is talk to people who up there, not knowing that these people was never up there. They just worked their craft and their talents, and they became there. Like, it is what it is. The goal of the hill was to just go ahead, but like, you don't have to be in no problems. You don't worry about, like, you know, we always had this thing growing up, right? You either can go off to college. If you don't go to college, you're going to go work to Atlantis.
Yeah.
You ain't try to find a government job. We was trying to break the molds of those stereotypes before it was cool. Before it was, you know, like, oh, we was building entrepreneurs before it was a thing to build entrepreneurs. So, I mean, I could tell you for a fact, it saved me from a lot of things. And unfortunately, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, but we save everybody.
Yeah.
You can't save everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
You can try, but you
can try.
Realistically, you can't.
Right, you can't. So it saved me. It saved a few, and unfortunately, we had some people that slipped through the cracks. But by the grace of God, we still praying and hoping that things shift and turn around, and some things start to happen.
So one of our sponsors, Ricardo Rum, their tagline is Uniquely Bahamian. Talk to me about your Uniquely Bahamian thing you do. Like me, I like to drink Sky Juice and eat comforts. That's what I like to do as a Bahamian to chill out.
Let's see. Uniquely Bahamian. I trying to.
This too him recognized. You see, that's why he too swaggy.
I too swag. No, it ain't that. It ain't that. Okay. First of all, like my wife, my daughters, their uniquely thing is, buddy, they would dance the jungle all day. Me, my unique, I try fishing.
Fishing, okay.
Fishing.
That's a first.
Fishing.
This episode 17, and you don't say fishing yet.
A lot of people, and a lot of people don't even know. That's like I have a love for that.
Yeah.
Like fishing
So,
is.
so this is I like this. You know what type of fish you're talking. So you just go in the boat and you fish.
Go out on the boat, like, all right, Tubba, my good friend Tubba Tevin, Wilkinson, he found this captain, like, this guy, he was willing to teach us how to, like, be a captain, ride the boat, and also carry us fishing. And we was like, man, you know, during the pandemic, a lot of jobs got lost. So he was like, man, you know, just put some in my pocket, and I teach you all how to run the boat yourself and carry you all fishing and stuff like that, and teach you all the ways of the water and stuff like that. So I was like, all right. I went fishing once. After that, I was like, boy,
You get hooked.
listen to me. See, and the first, and it was so funny. Let me tell you. Let me. Anybody who's thinking about fishing, let me tell you now. Don't be like me. Go on Amazon, spend a bunch of money on rods. I say, what? I get fishing. So
You look the part.
I gotta look the part. I got my bucket out, the little things coming down. The hot. Yeah, I look like Mr. Wilson from Tool Time.
Too much TV.
Right? so you should see me. I swag when I get my shirt. We get the fish on it.
And saw life in the bucket.
Yeah. I ran my pants and thing. Shout out to New Wave, by the way.
And some boat shoes. Get some sandals.
No. I ran the sandals.
Okay.
You know, I get the Dorcas sandals and things like that. I doing my thing. So when I get out there, you know, I trying to get my line. Fight everybody on the boat, bro. You so laughing at me. Where you going with this? First of all, this rod, you can catch goldfish with this rod, because this rod is too skinny. And then on top of that, at the end of your rod, you have shark hooks. Are you gonna?
You gonna come for Jaws?
Now we're looking for Jaws with a goldfish rod. So, like, everybody cracking jokes on me. So I'm like, babe, right, I gotta find out, you know, how to do this. Then I see, like, they just had the lines. They just, you know, beamers.
Yeah, just put
and throw them out. So after that, you know, the wife see me going to second line. She said, hey, you forgetting your equipment. No, I need them. I need them. So now we go there. do our thing, catch some, find out where snappers are. Been catching all kind. And my thing is, I was so excited at the first time. I was eating fishes. I didn't even know if it was taste good. I trying to, and I ain't no gourmet chef, so But once they get clean, once they let the wife grind me clean them, because I didn't know how to clean them at that point. I scale it, but I ain't know how to clean it like how, the island people
real
know how to
OGs
clean it.
know.
Yeah, the OGs, they know how to do it. Yeah. So, I fry an angelfish. It's laughing.
Everybody's cooking everything.
Yeah, everything. We out there on the sun. And either them little fish would fly, would ding them in around. They little angelfish or whatever. I would say I taking baby fishes. So y'all, no, but they ain't baby fishes. But they like fishes where people normally leave alone.
Okay.
But I said, but you know what? Let me taste it. Like I just excited the fish. People swimming time. I say, no man, I want fish. I want fish.
Yeah, bake them at the fish.
Yeah, man, I come to fish. But yeah, like I say, that's my thing. That's my aiming thing. Fishing. Listen to me. I encourage young men, young women to get into their bohemian thing. Find that bohemian thing. Don't lose your culture.
Don't lose the recipes.
Don't lose it, babe. Don't lose it. My next thing I really want to get into is gardening, but the time.
Time in.
I ain't home long enough. I get dogs too. I ain't home long enough. Yeah, they ain't gonna live long.
So gospel music as a thing is quite popular. But gospel rap, what you did, was there ever a time you said, "Mother sick, I don't want to do this because ain't like it was done much before"? Like, was there ever a point where I'm saying like scared, like, but I don't know if I can make it or?
Let me put it like this. I over here, it was very, very scarce over here. It was so scarce to do gospel rap and like really get people to book you for shows. It's like they was taking long to accept reggae. But being the Caribbean, you want to know choice.
You can't fight it. Yeah, you can't.
You want to know choice.
You can't have no show, another reggae.
Shout out to the pioneers of gospel reggae. They was doing their thing. You know what I mean? They opened them doors, but the doors still wasn't open for hip hop because hip hop still was known for. At least you had reggae songs that was culture reggae
and uplifting.
Right, but you had rap songs at the time when I was trying to come out. Everything was drugs or rap bottling
this
and things.
Or this whole
so it was crazy for me to even come out and say, "But I'm gonna be a gospel rapper," And then too, it was easier to be accepted when I was Lil T than when I became NAJIE DUN. See, because anybody gonna cheer on the Lil boy, I was 9 years old, 8 years old. Who can try to say, "Oh no, he shouldn't be doing that"? As far as they're concerned, he's gonna grow.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's cute. He's gonna grow up out of that or whatever. But when I was like a teenager, and then I looking like hip hop, I dressed like hip hop, I talking like hip hop, the swag like hip hop. So it's like, but I know, baby, we can get these by them in our churches, then we freestyling, we doing gospel raps on a Millie beats, we doing gospel raps on grinding beats, like beats, Beamer Benz and Bentley. I only thinking about freestyles that I remember me having and hearing other people up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but we don't accept this because by they throwing Bible scriptures like, "Oh no, you gotta be not of this world, we in this world but not of it. So you all using these beats and this and that, la 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 la."
And you were wearing loincloth and thing.
Right. Yeah. So and then that was a time when I was kind of discouraged at doing it because it's like, wait, if the Saints ain't cheering for me, and I trying to
do this for them, not only for them, but
not only do it for them, but they should be on their team.
Yeah,
trying to bring some more over here.
Yeah.
Trying to make some wins for the team, and they ain't cheering me on. Like, what am I to do?
Yeah.
And then I just realized by do it for the ones who who understand what they doing. Because it can be some people out there like people everybody ain't gonna listen to gospel reggae. A lot of people ain't gonna listen to praise and worship, like that classical praise and worship songs. They waiting on someone like me to speak up and, you know, someone who sound like them, someone who look like them, someone who could know what they going through. You know what I mean? So I just put my head there and say, you know what, babe, time to go, babe. We can make it happen. And but that's what we did. As long as I kept doing what I was doing and stopped worrying about what people was saying or how people was thinking, but doors started to open, babe. And I mean, look how far doors open. This isn't a gospel program I'm on.
Yeah.
You know, I done do Heineken Green hype. I done do Rick Ross concerts, Roddy Ricch concerts. I a bunch of concerts like I can't even explain. Stop the Violence. Done do so much Paris and all these other things. I done been on concerts with Walker Flocka, Bone Crusher. That's how long I've been around.
Yeah,
So y'all got excuse me.
Yeah, he ain't just come around.
I'm young, but yeah, I've been here.
Like you said, you've been on this use 8-9, so
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, the doors started to open, and that's what I encourage people to do. Like, but don't worry about other people. But don't, if you know this in you to do, but press, do it, keep doing it, keep pushing, keep having faith in God, keep trusting Him. Just do what you would call it do. Don't let nobody stop you.
So I always this episode 7, you know, this or that, but I've do so many artists over the years. One of the biggest things is being able to actually make a living from doing this specific thing. So talk to me about how you've been able to, you know, like I said, you're a man with a family, you have expensive tastes, you know, you are Max, you know, you like good things. So talk to me about being able to, you know, like just provide during this thing in the country where people think that it's impossible.
Man, we only think it's impossible because a lot of us, because let me speak for me. I don't want to make you feel like I talking against somebody or about somebody. So let me speak for me. When I first started, and I had a price in my head I wanted to, you know, make or charge for when I do events or however I wanted to set it up. I would find myself like by doubting. Like, I wonder if
it's too much.
If they think I word it. Not if I think I word it.
Do they think you word this right?
Do they think? Right? And then Monty told me one time, they only think you word what you think you word. In order for them to think you word anything else, you have to show them what you word. So with that, it's gonna come like times when you gotta say, but no, I can't take that everything cool. I could just sit this one out or whatever. But a lot of us be antsy, you know, to say,
you want that now? So
right? No way. What? You telling me? You telling them? What is this? You telling them your fee is $1,000, and they try to give you $700, $800. You ain't take that, and you should have take that, man. You should have take that. Me, I was taking that. When now you take that 800 once,
forever and ever.
That's you. Mm-hmm. You take that 500 once. That's you. See, I learned a lot from a lot of the secular artists as well when it comes to pricing. See, you gotta watch how they make their living. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter if it's gospel or secular music. Streams of income is there and open for all of us. Even with you doing this podcast, streams of income is open to all of us, especially we live in a digital age. Mm-hmm. If you saying you can live off of this or find a way to live off of what you doing, this I don't know. God must see gotta come down there and just say, you know what? Don't worry about it. I can put something on your bank account every week. because it easy now. You know, we got performing rights, you got streaming rights, you get publishing, you have the touring, and even when the pandemic was shut down, we saw what Tory Lanez did with YouTube. We saw what he's doing now with the NFTs. We saw. All right, let me use. I love to use the baby as an example. And when I say, I ain't even talking about the whole cancellation of him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, all right, the baby was taken. I watched the baby grow from taking $15,000, right? I lie. I watched him from taking $5,000 to moving up to 15, and then his high price was 25, and that was his price. I don't know. He dropped. That was when he what I can't remember the song name.
The one where he's dancing with the Jabberwocky mask?
No,
Or before-
the
or way
song
before
before
that?
that. Shug.
Yeah.
He was taking 25 at Shug. That was like his introduction. And it took one rich person out of the whole plot where he was booked. He was booked for 25 somewhere else and 25 somewhere else and 25 somewhere else. And he couldn't get to this person until but 3 months later, and they wanted him now. And they paid him $250,000. He got paid $250,000 once.
That was that.
His price never dropped after that. See, and that's what we don't look at. Especially, I know how this thing go. I've been around long. When we do, I better let the cat with the bag on who that. I got excuse me for this. So the thing is, when we do, let's look at it like this, right? When we do shows all year round, most artists. By the way, I could say I used to do this. I don't do this anymore. I've stopped this. But what I used to do, and what a lot of us used to do, I know a lot of us used to do, is let's just say we would charge $1,000 all year round. 5 years up and election time come. We giving them political parties. We charging $1,000. We getting every promoter getting us for $1,000. When we go around this place in Nassau, go to this place, that place, getting $1,000, and we sweating our head off, probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. When we get in election season, we want, I would say 15,000. We want 10 grand, and that's for 5 minutes. And the second election season over, we say, all right, yeah, man, we can take that 1,000. That is your time to build your resume and say, boy, this is my price. But like I say, people ain't holding out like that. The hustle is, when you put yourself in demand, there's nothing else you could do. If people ain't seeing you on shows, but they seeing you all over TV, videos, all over the place, something wrong. It can be someone who can come to you and say, "Boy, we can need to have a show with you," and you can be able to charge that price. And they can be like, "How much you get that one for?" All right, then, well, I see price. I got to see wakes up more because your wife is back.
And it's also the backwards ones. These promoters, everyone is talk. All the marketing
Right.
departments
So
talk,
now you can tell. That's
so,
what I.
So you
I explained it earlier.
right? So you accept 500. Oh, but so when you try ask 1,000, he know you just give his boy half price. So he definitely, and that's how you screw yourself in the system.
See, and that's why I give it to pioneers in this industry like Jimmy Smith with Stop the Violence. One thing I can say, but Jimmy, boy, if Jimmy paying Tyrus Raleigh bears them these prices, boy, he asks you what your price is. That's your price. He ain't
trying to bring you down.
He ain't running on no nothing. We was in school I did stop the violence. Must be 4 years back to back with all for one bond. Made sure those guys were paid. I was paid. The people who was managing me at that time, and I don't know when I say people who's managing me, I had Too Short as my manager, bro. Just to say, but we have a manager. We running a legit business.
Yeah.
You know, was paid. Everybody was able to get something out of what I was paid, and we is in school. You see what I'm saying? We moved like we were supposed to move and do what we supposed to do, and then it came another generation that, and DJs go through it too, where by I saw the phase where Chronic was making, what I see Chronic and Jimbo them was making when we was in school. They actually asked them to DJ to your party, couple grand. Then you start seeing other DJs come up and they DJing all night for $150. So that start putting people, that start putting the value of what they were doing down. You know what I mean? So when you don't respect your art, you don't respect your art.
So you
stop respecting the art of the people around you that deserve the respect. Now, if you don't respect your art, then you don't deserve that respect. But it's the respect of the people around you who actually deserve that respect. So, I mean, if you ain't looking out for yourself, look out for the people around you. Think about that. Think about the ones, I mean, you know, you have people who have other jobs. But think about the ones like myself and other people who do this for a living, who have wife, who have children, who have mortgages, who have life going by day to day, who don't have something else to fall back on. You know what I mean? So if you don't respect your craft, at least respect the craft of the next month. And that's it, like, trust me, it's a lot. It's a lot. I hope a lot of y'all listening, bro. I hope a lot of them listening, because it needed to be said. It's some gems, some diamonds, you know. You had to drop it down. Some VVS.
So you finished school, yeah. So you're a full-time artist now. So take me through a month of NAJIE DUN.
First of all, being that full-time artist, everything was fun till Bill started, and everything was fun until the tours slow down, or you find out you have to start doing stuff here, and like I say, the prices dropped drastically. So now it's a hustle. Now you gotta you forced to be an entrepreneur or fall into the category with everything else and just push your dreams to the side.
Work with a 9 to 5 and sing on the weekends.
And that was a battle for me, because I was totally against that. Not I ain't shunning nobody working a 9 to 5. Shout out, I been there. I didn't do that. I put in my years to Dolphin Key. You know what I mean? I put in my years to Mandara Spa. I do what I had to do. I did that. But it's like me, especially me, what I do with a purpose. And it's a lot on what I know God want me to be doing. And I feel like it just wasn't in the cards for me. And it started getting scary, because when I look at what I could see with my physical eyes, that's the only thing that I had up. Especially when people around, people believe in you and everything here and good. Boy, when things start slowing, what you can do now?
I know he wasn't that good.
What you can do now? Them questions start getting asked, and it started from afar, and then it started drawing in closer people around you. So they start slowing down on believing in what you're doing, and you know what I mean? And it got hard. But in the hard times is the times when, you push, you press, you keep going, and it easier said than done. Cause there's some times, buddy, it was some times. Like you say, I like nice things, but buddy, it was some times. I was splitting SpaghettiOs with my daughters. You know what I mean? like there was some times. There was some times we can't the house up because the lights off. It was some times, buddy, and it can be times like that. But what I've learned is when those times come, see, it ain't about who you are when things getting good. It's about who you are when things ain't getting so good. That's the true you poking out right then and there. You know, so when who are you? Are you the type to fall? Are you the type to run? Are you the type to hide? Are you the type to be scared and stop what you believe in? Or are you the type to just suck it up and
push through
and just do it because you know this what you were called to do? And that's the difference between the people who make it in the industry. That's the difference between the people who make it in the industry and the people who don't make it. That's the difference between the people who keep going versus the people who just give up and never know if they could do it. That's should-haves and the could-haves and the would-haves and the didn'ts and you know what I mean? Like,
I could if I had this, I would do this. If I had the money here, I'd do this.
See, and then one thing but me, I don't care if anybody tell you something different than what everybody tell you right now, there's a liar. And my thing is, I press for the people who just starting, like who starting to do music, the people who coming up and the newcomers, even when I was at it, and the newcomers, like, but I wanted to see that because I know what it is, but I've seen people come, I've seen them disappear, I've seen them wish they stayed, I've seen them try to come back, then stop again, and like I've seen the motion of it. I've seen it. And I've seen people be so close. And I've seen myself be so close. But the difference between me and a lot of people is me and their missions are not the same. If I was aiming for a secular deal, if I was aiming for secular music, I would have been out there. Mm-hmm. Those opportunities, they almost daily, weekly, monthly to me. Those things that's easy for me. The accomplishments with secular stuff, that's easy. But what I'm doing is shining the light, spreading the light, being the light in the dark, doing gospel music, sticking to what I do, trying to get the best setup where I don't need nobody to tell me, say, oh, you can't say this, you can't do that, or no, that's a little political thing. No, I trying to be free-minded, move as the Spirit move, go as God tell me go, and let Him order my steps, and that's what I dealing with. But when we talk about record deals and being doing bigger tours with bigger artists, that's another thing. I don't just jump on anything I could get on because at the end of the day, some days, and you know what I mean. And
yeah, just because it's a big thing that don't fall in line with your mission.
That's the type of person I am. So my whole thing is I strive to do what God wants me to do, strive to be who He wants me to be, and go about it in a certain way. And it like I say, it ain't all glitz and glamour. It kind of harder than the rest of everybody else because it's easier to do that next thing. That easy. That for me. Mm-hmm. That's an easy route. That'd be a cop out for me to do that and say, but I made some money. I told y'all I was gonna make it. Tell y'all I was gonna make this million. Told y'all this was gonna happen. That's the easy road for me. But what it takes out of me, what it takes out of my heart to know that by this seeing what I was born to do, I know what I was born to do. So let me do it like this. And if the struggle come with it, if the hardships come with it, then but I take it, but that's just what it is, but that's just what it is.
So our next sponsor is Cars Light, and their nickname is a Silver Bullet. Talking about nicknames, right? So you've a new name now. Then you got that shit done for a while. So talk to me about this. And when you bring out the name, you also bring a new song. So talk to me about this transformation with such a heavy name, Nachi the Evangelist. So
Evangelist.
so I feel like you've been evangelist. Like, so why you decide to put it in your name now?
Because lately I've been walking in it. You know, like you say, I've always been that. But as of late, I've been walking. When I say as of late, I mean in past few years. Past, I would like to say 3 years, 4 years. I've been strongly walking in this evangelist calling, like that unashamed calling, like, right? Because even though everybody know who I am, everybody know, okay, but this Najee, he's Christian, he does this music, but at the same time, I would blend in more at times than stand out. So the mission became different for me to be that evangelist that would stand out, that would be the light in the darkness. So my whole thing is by you gotta switch it up. You gotta do it. People looking at you as this person, this the person who actually you was supposed to be from the get go. Embrace it, walk in it, do that, shine your light. Even like I about to do my first outreach too tomorrow. Since the whole pandemic, we about to hit Nassau Street. Meet up by the Super Value, pray, and then just hit the whole strip and just do some evangelizing and really get in there with the people and talk. I mean, so the evangelist basically is me, who I am on and off the stage. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And you had to do something back to it. And you said in the comment it's been some rough 2 to 3 years. So talk to me about being able to put those 2 to 3 years in a song and just talk about that.
Yeah. So just seeing, just like I say, I'm only human. So I feel for the people that get discouraged when they know they on a pod and they stop. I know what it is to feel that. But the key is to, like I say, just keep going. One more step. Because your last step could be like by mother said, if you would only take one more step, you could be there. But your last step would cause that thing to just move. See? Because if my analogy is by the world spinning, we moving, time going. So if we stay in one spot, the world ain't staying in one spot. Time ain't staying in one spot. Therefore, destination and destiny ain't staying in one spot. So you could be going, almost there, get tired, stop. But because you stop, don't mean everything else stop. So now you basically put yourself back to square one because you stopped. Not because
you letting time and
right, not because you wasn't making an impact, not because you wasn't almost there, but because you stopped. It's basically like when we was heading there, you see that traffic?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
The traffic was ridiculous. But I can tell you this: when the people who was before us, they ain't have to deal with that traffic because they keep going. But because we leave at a certain time,
we get catching stuff.
That's it right there. So just dealing with that hurt me, but it hurt me. And then I had to talk to myself, but just shake it off, but time to get back to it, but like time to get back in the boot, but like everything, especially even the gospel. See, people thought I was just talking about secular rap. When I was like everybody rapping about they diamonds and rapping about this, gospel rapper has become contaminated and all. Like without taking away the purpose of God and taking away because Christian hip hop started to be so focused on that certain sound and being appealing more than impactfulness. And so it's like, but you know what, but I could hear it. I could hear it's time for me to come now. It's time for me to go. It's time for me to stop smoking. It's time for me to push. It's time for me to move. I even I was working. Trust me, boy. I had some. I could tell them what setbacks, boy. I was working out Albany, bro. Album, I talking about 85% finish. I only had to go back for one more session because we brought in all the choirs, we brought in the singers, all the features. We got the features out the way. Then I got to lay some of my verses. So I had like I want to say like 3 to 4 songs I had to record. We could have knocked it out in a day. Pandemic keep on happening. 1 minute, we shut down, we close, open, close, open, close. A year pass. So okay, I let that ride. I said, all right, God's plan. We was headed back that other day. Shawty say, yeah, so tell our guy, I don't want to disclose his name, but just tell our guy down there to make sure have our session there. He was like, session? Shawty didn't take the session when he left there?
No.
It's like, no, Shawty didn't take the session. Bro, been a year, bro. We done changed them computers, but we ain't have no session there no more. We gotta record everything over. So,
Wow.
So, all of this happened. Then election get thrown on us. And that makes Shawty them even more busier.
Of course.
Then we know Christmas is here now. So we only get think about what the big bang holds.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So all these are setbacks. But I can't blame it on studio sessions. I can't blame it on Shawty. You can't blame it on just time either, because at the same time, I was moving slow to do these things because of
Thinking you had time.
Thinking I had time, and also even with seeing things going in, making excuses like, but yeah man, I waiting on this so we could go down there or whatever, and knowing I could at least start doing some stuff. But I think too, like the songs I have now is like 500% better than anything I ever dropped. The writing ability, everything, the way that I start doing things, everything, 500% better. And I was kind of timid to drop it. It's like more like, because I can't drop this no certain way. If I drop it like this, then I gotta keep going. I wonder if they gonna like it. So it's like a lot of timidness in me, like a lot of fearfulness. And I had to realize, but you gotta stop, going off of fear. And that's why I give that analogy earlier, because it was kind of, that fear slowed me down. And it gave room for those roadblocks to happen. And now, like I say, you'll be back at square one.
You had to go record the whole, you didn't spend all these features.
The thing about it is I ain't started to record it yet, but this week, I was in my first meeting with the artists, and like I done spend the money on the features, but I spend that on again. I let the cat out of the bag with one thing. I still have Camden Jones' verse, but that's all. I don't have nobody else features, nobody else, nothing.
Damn.
Nothing. So, back at square one with everybody else, and I'm a firm believer in paying you for your time, but so I ain't about to say, man, you ready to do that for me? I don't know if you could drop it now. If the goodness of your heart drops.
If the spirit compels you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't gonna ask. I ain't gonna beg.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely take it for free. I might as well tell you.
Yeah.
Gonna need you,
Yeah.
But if it is what it is, and then too, we dealing with choir space. It's a lot of people time, but
different pieces of record.
In Albany far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Baby, it's giving no gas vultures. Niggas is coming on there. Yeah. We got a gas vulture for you. Yeah, gas vulture for you. Yeah, baby. But like I said, when we about to put it together, I know one thing, bro. I can say this on Who That, and I mean this. 22 ain't gonna come and y'all ain't gonna hear it. 22 ain't gonna pass, and y'all ain't gonna hear it, bro. You know what I mean?
So I look forward to the next release party.
Yeah,
Speaking
man.
of release party, so Island House was a movie, man. So ease up. Talk to me about the importance of that, man.
Ease up. Boy, ease up really be during the pandemic, things got a lot slowed down and shut down just a little because we was really pushing through the schools, and dealing with a lot of bullying and telling our testimonies. We had testimonies from many people, bro. Like we had major like heads talking on this ease up interviews. We have major people, also DJs, artists, and everything. But ease up, bro. Ease up speaks for itself, bro. You've seen it. You don't have to be in government school. You don't have to be in private school to be to deal with bullying or approach with violence. And we was attacking the anger issue what we have in this Bahama line. I was riding the other day, and man, I know you remember this when I said this, but anyway, I was riding the other day, and we watched this guy. He was walking on the road. He saw somebody he knew, probably a girl, and he hailed him. And he smiled, and it's yeah, la, 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 yeah, man. And he just walk, and he.
Wow.
But nigga going from smiling straight to me and mugging.
Screw face.
Screw. I was like, what? Like, how that even? Like, we don't even know we build that in our characteristic. Like me, see, and that's the thing. I speak from experience because of who I am, and like you said earlier, people know my daddy. People see things. People see me, and be like, "Oh yeah, man, he's be dressed nice. He's do this. Oh, he making little money and things like that." La 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 la. So, to kind of protect the innocence, sometimes I catch myself, my face screw by this, by these are the niggas who ugly. But listen to me, but they face screw and they trying to test you.
Yeah.
So it's like I gotta be fake mad before I gotta be real mad, because if they approach me, then the anger there. So it's like, but you giving off a fake energy of anger, end up releasing real anger into the air. You see what I'm saying? Like,
because someone look at you and say, "Why you looking at me like that?" And then he get cut.
Right, right.
So all this time you trying to just avoid
certain things because people are size. People like the size. A lot of people are size up out there.
Yeah.
So you avoiding it and still bringing it to you.
Yeah.
You
or he needs to be on TV. He ain't nothing.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So ease up was more that thing that say, boy, we ain't even need to be like this, boy. Like it's so much. Like we found out what people, and it stemmed from people not having funds, or people not feeling loved, or people not feeling like other people making other people feel like they're in a mountain and nothing. Like we had, like when we found out what guys was committing murders for, like we can chop this one down because he said he can buy me one little bike, a little $1,500 Krypton, or a pair of shoes, or a bottle of Hennessy. Yeah, man, he's up me straight in the club, but if he called me, boy, I gotta do that one, boy. Like, by the things would be placed at the value of life. Like, we started to find out so much. It's like, as the more you find out, the more you couldn't stop saying, but you know what, but we really gotta make this thing a movement, but just by a lot of people have the perception like they don't understand where this rage,
And like the value of life is so low.
right? Because they and two, it's like, by you know what helped me out too, to what helped me to like, I had a lot of friends. Most of my friends, like, they don't have father figures. I learned that I was my mind. I don't know how it happened, but I look around at my friends and I was like, "By mother's sake, I never meet none of their daddy. I only know their mommy.
Yeah.
Like legit, boy. Like wow. Like one of my closest friends, boy. I met his daddy. Must he like his daddy drive bosses when they say, "Oh, look at my daddy." I didn't even know. Like, my mind is like, but I didn't even know you had a daddy. Boy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
So it was like shocking, and these like so like most of them, they only know Nassau, right? You would think they only know Nassau, but the fact about it is, let me tell you, it's so serious. They don't only know Nassau. They don't even know Nassau, bro. They know their corner, bro. These niggas only know.
They don't know New Providence.
They
know,
do not.
Yeah.
They do not know. They do not know. Like they like God is my witness. They do not know. Like I was like, boy, you ain't never been there. Boy, no way where it is. Boy, like I looking at them like, boy, no, boy,
no exposure.
no. But so the lack of exposure caused that. So what I did is when I started traveling, I started taking them with me, like taking them to saying like, bro, we can go, we can push out, we can go, even if it's just Miami, we can go. If it's just Orlando, we can go. If it's just Atlanta, we can go. I'll say this with one person because I know he don't mind me talking about it. Like, simple as Too Short. Too Short ain't even had a passport, right? So we get his passport. Too Short never been Miami, no nothing, never been nothing. The time I take him away, boy, we been everywhere in the United States. Going New York, Las Vegas, Detroit, Los Angeles, San Diego, Philadelphia. We been everywhere. And after that is mine. Never, ever been the same. Ever been the same. So when I go back on tour, he's like, boy, you know I coming on this one for sure. I know how the last one going.
You change your life.
And boy, when I never forget, but he's like, boy, yesterday I was in Fox Hill today in front of the White House, dog. Like, boy, how this even happen? Like, how this even happen? And if that's the difference between the guys who on them blocks or who in jail, that's the difference between them and a nigga like Travis Robinson. I know Travis Robinson when he was younger. I didn't even, funny part, let me tell you a funny story. I didn't even know his name. We used to call Travis Robinson Obama, bro. Because he always had that, like, boy, I can be in politics type thing. And one thing with him, he always is like, boy, I want to travel. So he traveled, and he didn't just get to travel, but he traveled to, like places that the government would go to because he involved himself in those programs and was able to go to New York and see these things. So
The UN and all that.
right. So that's the difference between him and everybody who was in his complex from where he lived. You know what I mean? They went to the same school, eat the same things, drink the same things, went same places, share the same clothes, have the same type of mothers, had the same type of family, everything. But he made one decision to follow his dreams and participate in that particular program in school that allowed him to go. You know, it was just for 3 days, but it allowed him to go and see. You know, and that's what basketball used to do for a lot of these guys too. When they go play in them basketball tournaments away, they able to travel on the road and see this. And but when they see that, different, but it different. It different. You realize, but all right, bigger than Nassau for sure.
So that's the petty things you get mad over. Now you realize this ain't nothing, way.
Right.
You don't get mad over some step. Okay, someone step in your shoe. Okay, but them Jordans in the freaking in the end of the world.
Matter of fact, all right then. Y'all step on this.
I
get on the plane. I get on the plane to buy my Jordans. Let me show y'all what's going on.
Yeah, you chop it in at least foot in the mall.
I
get in the Foot Locker.
Champs, mate. What y'all talking about, mate? Oh, I get my outfit out of Macy's, bro. That's how they talking. Because they can talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It makes one day, but that seeing past your block, seeing past your island makes the difference, but and that's what we've been, even if we can't physically take them there, we kind of show them there.
It's a different way.
Because ain't nobody, even people wouldn't sit down and even tell them these stories and show them. Because they thinking by the closest they get to these is YouTube, bro, or on little TV or something like that. But to see that you will actually, it's accessible for you.
Yeah.
But you would, trust me, but you could save a generation like that. Save a generation like that. And then two, you can't just send them off. You gotta send them off with guidance.
Chaperone.
Yeah, but that's right. A lot of my dogs can't come back. I mean, if I be honest about that, they can't come back. They can't come back, and what they doing in,
of the Lord.
Yeah.
So next year we out of the pandemic, we'll be in a better space.
Be in a better space, definitely in a better space.
So other than the music, what else you got planned? You trying to expand next year?
Well, my wife opened other business, Unique Collection. She got whatever popping for the ladies. I tell you that she got the ladies on lock. So I kind of helping her push that. I believe a lot in family. You know what I mean? So if we pushing what I pushing, I can push what she pushing, and whatever my children got going on, whatever they dealing with, I go deal with that too. So you got look out for that business, ladies. Look for that Unique Collections 242 on Facebook, Unique Collections 242 on Instagram, and trust me, it is popping. That is where it's at. Me, I got my hand in the family business as well. In the family business, I've been running from it. Let me be all the way honest. That wasn't my forte. Been running from it, but we had I tell you, boy, we had a hard year. We had a hard time. Like the pandemic, we literally thought the pandemic come for us.
Yeah.
Like the state that we was in, because we had a account by account.
I heard.
It's a hefty.
Yeah.
It's a hefty.
Did it get started or?
Buddy, she worked right on the side of this building. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah,
I just drive past her. I see her car.
Yeah.
Right there. So I don't know. Oh, she ain't waking here. I just saying.
Yeah.
She on this road, buddy. You know what I mean? That's what happens when the government in power. And we live in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like I say, you let go out of that situation. So it is what it is. No bad deed goes unpunished unless you repent, and it is what it is, but I ain't worried about that. But like I say, we in there. That's what my sister had. Nah, everybody just got their hands.
Yeah, I saw your mom a couple of months ago. I got a cup from your sister.
Yeah, so we get our hands on the business, so we pushing that too. So y'all look, if y'all need anything, y'all shout out to Foresight Communications. That's the sport, two-way radios. We got your satellite phones and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So come check us out, Palmdale, Rosetta Street. If you already know what that is, just know we on the side of the hot dog woman, Donna.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Everybody know Donna. Everybody know Donna, but we had a worker who used to work for us. They go into the bank asked for their worker address. He put on the side of the hot dog. No cap, bro. No cap, bro. He's like, where you work? He
Inside the hot
write,
dog.
nigga write on the paper, nigga say Forces Communications on the side of the hot dog woman. Because he didn't know the street.
Yeah.
It is what it is, boy. I bet you one. I tell you one thing. The bank know where it was.
Yeah.
They didn't know just what he meant. So yeah. But that's where my mind at. And also I'm the assistant youth leader at my church.
All right.
We got a lot going on at Life Changes Ministries International. So yeah, boy, we doing our thing down there, boy. So if you're ever looking for something to do on a Sunday, it's a great place to call home. You know, you come down there. We get you out on record time, me and trying to hold you up. And I sure you come once, you can come back again. I ain't even got to say too much with that. 9:30 service or 7:30 if he's an early bird. That's just what it is.
So our last sponsor that I know of my good Christian brother that could talk about is Collect the Bear of Bahamas. My favorite is a platinum glass of soca, man. What about you?
What my favorite bears?
Yes.
Listen to the question, guys.
See, I don't know if my Christian brother.
All right, let me be real. let me be honest. I wasn't no drinker ever. Ever. It wasn't just wasn't nothing for me. It just wasn't for me. I don't know. Y'all gotta take his word for it. What do you say?
The platinum is what I like. The platinum.
Well, he likes the platinum, guys.
Yeah.
Me, I like Martinelli.
Okay.
Apple cider.
And before I get you there, this is a question I was asked. So do you feel like, you grocery rapper evangelist, you don't think people, the higher ups, as you said it earlier in the episode, the saints look at you, do you still feel like they look at you a certain way because you dress a certain way? Or?
Definitely, I still get that. I still
Yeah.
that. I don't feel like that generation has died out yet. For lack of a better word. I don't want you guys to die. Do not put me on as a meme.
But we not 30s now, so it's been some time. So 20 years.
Yeah, I just saying I don't want to be a meme
Yeah.
saying, but she said he wish the church died.
Yeah.
He wish the older folks died. No, didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't feel like that thinking has died out yet. You know what I mean? Even with me as I have grown in my spirituality, I able to see some things. Like I able to see, like, let's just say I don't shun the art of rap, but I able to see, like, when someone come on up here and they just rapping the rap, like they literally just doing this because the church, they feel like they'll make more money doing the gospel event than the secular, because they'll get noticed more doing gospel, because the secular arena is so crowded. So
They sound more.
And they'll see, or they'll use me as an example. Oh, Najee's do it, so I'll be able to do it like that and do this and do that, and I'll be able to see it for what it is. I tell you this though. I'd say this to anybody that's trying to do gospel music. Don't do it if your heart isn't in it. You know what I mean? Don't lie to yourself like that. Don't lie to people like that, because it's like that's when we have cases like that, that's when it makes us, and especially me. That's why I say earlier, you got to be respectful of your craft because of your peers. And I am your peers. I would automatically be your peer if you do gospel music. And if you're doing gospel music and you living a whole different type of life, and it's like, boy, if he is do that, this one is do that.
Yeah.
We get it. Just like if you hear something bad with a pastor right now, but that's why I don't go to church. But all them niggas like that, but you hear that. When in factuality, everybody ain't like that. Every pastor is not like that. You would hear that about same way, but police. And I a victim of that. I used to be by me, but I don't like police, but because of the 4 or 5 police I run into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get brethren who's police, and I was saying, but I don't like police, but I don't like police, but all them stink, but at time I had to register in my head, but I know my boy, but he ain't stink.
Yeah.
And even when he dealing with people as a police, he ain't stink.
Yeah.
But that was a mindset I put, you know what I mean? So we have to be mindful of what we do because it affects our colleagues. And like I say, you would be my colleague if you were a gospel rapper. If you do any type of music, you're my colleague. If whatever you do, you gotta look at the next man on the side of you and say, wait, do I really want to make it bad for him? Because I feel like making it bad for me. If you want to do something to make it bad for you, you do something personally and make it bad for you.
Don't come into this arena.
Don't come in this arena and make it bad.
Respect. Just respect the crowd.
Just respect it. Just respect it. That's all I ask. But yeah, I mean, I love to see more artists, more people come up and do their thing. I can't wait to see what 2022 old, because buddy, I've been I checking on Instagram, I seeing some
You
naming artists.
just was on Judah's album,
Yeah,
so
boy, Judah doing his thing, but Judah surprised a lot of people.
he was just on last week's episode and talked about how you helped him through during the like off one band practice, and he also like he played a song for you and you actually was like, okay, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, man, Judah record most stuff right by me. I really was pushing him like, boy, dog, boy, do your thing, boy, please, because like ain't nothing like when you like you stepping out your box, stepping out your comfort zone, and I think he inspired a lot of people. He inspired a lot of artists to take what they doing serious, because when they see the type of performance he was able to give, the type of press he was able to get, it's like, boy, hold on, but this boy who don't even rap get it like this. Me, I can take my stuff more serious and do that same thing. Yeah, man, Judah doing his thing. Judah doing his thing. I tell him, he look like he trying to, don't be a cameraman no more. I watching him.
Well, last week he said he balancing.
I tell him I watching.
He balancing.
I watching you,
he say he balancing. So he got
watching you
as it come as the on the last episode he say he make up sound at midnight and he just go right with melodies.
I watch him like Judah done perform in the States already. I watching you, bro. I watching him. Judah doing this thing though. I'm very proud of him. Very proud.
Other than you, I don't know much of the Bahamian gospel crowd. So who you listening to or who you working with or like, who I should know about? Who I should know about?
You should know, but you don't know about Iman something wrong.
So sorry, Iman, because Iman does have a slot on the show to come soon.
Come on now.
So personally, Iman, I'm sorry, because we don't speak. So yes, I know Iman very well. Very well. Shout out to your kid, man.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the father.
Welcome to father. Iman is
a monster. I must say.
Iman is a monster, bro. He's a force to be reckoned with. Iman is one of them spitters. Like he would shake the secular industry. He's one of them
like,
spitters.
I think one of the elevation watches too. That's my first time meeting Iman. I either had to have been 17 or 18. I was like, what the hell?
I had Iman on my album, my the Pursue Continues album that I dropped in 2014, right?
That was 14?
14.
Jeez, boy.
So
7 years?
Right. So I never forget this, right? Iman, see, and that's what I talk about, drive. Iman's like, boy, please, boy, if I could just be on this album, please, boy. I said, I got something for you. I got you. So he said, all right. Back then, you ain't no sending over no phone, bro. You know what I mean? And Iman was in tech savvy as everybody was in as tech savvy as they are now.
No.
So I tell Iman, but I picking you up. When I pick Iman up, I never forget, but the car was dead for Iman had to go in the back trunk of the car. to ride to the hill.
Oh,
Watch
man.
this, right?
I can't even imagine that.
So we get to the hill. He's like, but he never meet Shotty, he never meet Footstem, he never meet nobody. At that time, the hill was romping, just artists. Iman walking there. Everybody going quiet and just look at him. And he's like, wait, I said, but just do your thing, bro. So we played song back to back. Play it. He said, all right, cool. All right, I get it. But when he go on in that booth and spit, the people who was outside of the studio started to walk in the studio and was like, boy, I just want to see who coming out of there. I just need to see who coming out of that booth right now. When they see him, everybody just wanted to know, but who he is, like who this is, like
Where you find them? Yeah.
where you been, like what? And to this day, I tell them, yeah, the hardest verse on my whole album. To this day, I give it. Trust me, but me and him have couple nice songs together. Me and him have couple well songs together, but that's the one right there that turn everybody head to say, "Boy, hold on, boy, yeah, boy."
That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can need to work more with them. You got Iman, you got Kevin Blocks, Mr. Blocks. He doing his thing, Big Bro. You know Big Bro? Big Bro Clifford, holding strong. Like I'm talking, I can call the names who standing out there right now. Then you still got Stocks.
Yeah, I know about Stocks.
Stocks doing his thing. Stocks teaching. By the way, secular or gospel artists, if you don't know how to get your publishing, all of that, Stocks is now teaching you how to get your publishing, how to get paid for your music. So
It's good stuff.
yeah, look out for that. And then this guy back here, he ain't dropped yet. He ain't got nothing out yet. Listen to me. When you hear him, you can call me and say, hey, are you ready for him?
All right, got you.
You can say,
I
wait,
got you. I think you're ready for it.
listen to me, where you can call me and say, I ready for him. This way. You know this ain't talk all day, right? Okay, then. This nigga music is speak for itself. Caleb J. Y'all remember the name. Y'all ain't can see the face now.
Yeah, remember the name.
Just remember Caleb J. Remember he said that, boy. So we got a nice little lineup. Sorry if I ain't call your name. I just was really calling out
It ain't nothing personal.
No, nothing personal at all. This is really calling the set who I personally see. You know what I mean? Got some younger set who coming up, Chosen Soldiers and stuff like that. But we got some young hitters. But I've been trying to help just grow the culture more over here in terms of Christian rap. You know what I mean? And broaden it out. Help them to step out into the what you call
Into
it?
the limelight?
No, not just limelight. I would say like to cross over, like to help them to be seen by, you know, the.
I mean, you blaze a trail, so they at least they got something
Right.
to follow.
Right. So, I guess you know, just how they have.
And I keep on saying the last thing, we could talk all night, but the hill. What is that? I've been there so much times. There's been so much iterations. Right now, as we talk November 2021, what is the hill? Is it still what it was?
Oh, the hill is even better.
You a different movement.
The hill is even better, bro. Like, all right. I will make sure. I'm gonna get the Instagram handle.
Right, I was about to say. I said I saw the hill level. IG now. I said, whoa. I remember the days when the hill just was just a whisper.
So it's on the hill _
I saw that,
studio,
and
bro.
I heard like 3 weeks ago. I said, wait, the hill. I had the clock for girls. The hill of IG now.
Bro, the hill. We have LED screens. We have the talk show setups. We have people who come up there to take their pictures, screen backdrop, fully Alexa animated room.
Nice.
So you go in there, Alexa, cut on shooting room, bing. Alexa, cut on main stage, bing. Then we have the same setup they have in the smaller rooms of Albany. in the studio room in the hill.
Nice.
So, you know, your boy ain't gonna go down there and
Yeah,
just, just go down there and dream.
I can bring,
Yeah,
I can bring new properties to Nassau.
Yeah. What? Oh, that's what y'all cooking with? Bet.
Oh, bet.
Bet.
Say no more.
Bet. We going shopping.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, man, they had been doing some, like I say, like, hey.
Yeah, I saw the
photography.
IG. I saw the IG. Like, okay.
Yeah, man, we doing some live. We handle live streaming events.
Yeah, nice.
All kind of things. All kind.
Still the same core team.
Same. This actually the new generation.
Okay.
We got TNT handling area, TNT Media, Travi and Tiny. They've been doing their thing, holding it down. Of course, the GOAT still there. It's still there in the background whenever you need him. Cap, man. So we be doing it with you kind of get the core team, but we trying to
pass it off.
Right. We believe in passing it off and passing it on to a newer generation and giving them a chance, bro. And these guys, who I'm speaking on TNT Media,
I haven't met them yet, but I've seen all this stuff. I don't know them personally, but I've seen their stuff. So I fuck with
they
it.
are the ones that revamped the hill.
Yeah.
I did enough to ask in terms of shooting and getting cameras and getting the equipment and type of things. We didn't have to ask for no money. We showed up and they said, hey, do you know anybody who's tired? Yeah. Get them my guy. They paid him. And they did everything, bro. Repainted the green screen. Bought a couch. This and that. They were so trigger happy to do things. I had to start saying, bro, listen to me. You know you could get a deal on these things. Or just y'all walking in regular places in Nassau and buying couches, bro. You know how much a couch costs? Like I'm all about.
I want to buy a couch. Couch costs a lot of money in Nassau.
I'm all about shopping and buying Bohemian, but you gotta buy Bohemian smartly, guys. Shout out to Wendy. I'm all about that, but buddy, like, bro, like, buddy, I didn't like it. It's like, buddy, how much you spend for it?
A plenty.
But it's like $800. It's a $200 couch, bro. What you doing?
Yeah.
Like, bro, we can assemble this ourselves. But
you like that enthusiasm though.
Right. That's what really get me. And then it's like they call me, what do you get for the boot? It's like, all right, give them the list of the things. I said, let me know when you're all ready so I could go get them. I walk in the studio one day, they're on there. I say, well, what the heck? They got the lights, the chandelier. They got a chandelier in the boot, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, the chandelier.
There's some Rick Ross stuff going on in there.
Them the chandelier and the chandelier in the boot. Then they got the LED lights, bro. It's a mood up there. It's a mood up there, and you done got the balcony and looking at the city. So it's crazy, yeah. Check what the hell though on the hill _studio.
I haven't been to the hill since I think maybe 2018.
Oh wow, yeah,
3 years.
Yeah. You probably get lost.
Yeah,
you probably get lost, bro.
I could go to the wrong door and
probably get lost, bro. I mean, there.
Exactly. It was 2018. I interviewed Miguel. At the hill in 2018. That's when it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. But bro. Shout out to Miguel. I see Miguel doing the mic checks.
Yeah, hey, I really like it. So me and him just went to Miami 2 weekends ago to cover the Heat game, and Miguel's a joy worker about because he love what he do. And he great at it. He ain't good at it. He's great at it. And so he told me, because I like colors. So he told me how the mic check is something like colors and this thing called Front of the Block. I watched Front of the Block the first time last week. It's like, boy, this is. And we would never artists here to keep doing that. So he shoots them at the hill.
He don't shoot at. He shoot whoever want be shoot at there. Like if they say by the hill I want to be on that spot. He shot an artist named Jimmy. He shot Jimmy. Jimmy is actually an artist and a producer. Jimmy made the beat for Now I Got a Lot on My Mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, that's my cousin who sang that song. If you look at him, then look at me, and you'll be like, yeah, that's a cousin. Yeah.
In the bloodstream.
Yeah, that's like my first cousin, bro.
Solid, boy.
Yeah. So Jimmy normally do beats. He do a lot of songs for Keenan for you. and he do some beats for Julian too. But he, you know, mess around with the mic, and I saw him do mic check up there the other day. Saw the background. So yeah, man.
Good stuff. So I can't wait for this release party next year.
Yeah, man. Light in the Dark is on the way. That's the album name. Light in the Dark.
All right.
So that's what we doing, bringing the light to the dark. You know, the smallest light would light up the darkest room.
So I hope I say yeah, we really could go for 2 more hours, you know. But
Yeah, man.
shout out to my brother Najie Dunn. Now Najie the evangelist.
Yes,
And
sir.
like he said, he's bringing light to the dark. I can't wait to see the life you change next year, like with your music, through your mission, you know, and just and he's family, man. Like my mommy cousin married to your uncle.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
my
yeah.
father-in-law's date your cousin. You know,
Yeah.
this actual family. You know?
Timmy them done been with my mommy them for game night, and
And he was even there. He was even there.
They didn't even invite me
in this house.
Let
There's
me
a
ask-
baby picture on the wall. I said, let me tell this to
all I
Najee.
see is like tag in this picture. I say, so what
You
you
were
doing
my parents' house.
I'm like, what? Game night? What?
You ain't tell me.
I ain't invited? For what? It's like, okay, cool.
So stay tuned, and he has a stream right now everywhere. So it's back to it. That's
Back to it everywhere.
back to it.
Everywhere.
Is that under Najee Dunn? Najee the evangelist.
No, it say Najie Dun.
Okay, so
Najee
we're
Dunn.
looking for the mistake. Najee Dunn.
Najee
Back to
Dunn.
it. And I you know, and I had to make the joke about this episode was happening like 5 weeks ago. My boy was down in Mayagua. Call the phone, call his sister. Can't find
My
him.
sister don't even know where I was.
Calling Judah. Say, but I can't find him. I was and producer shout out to Pan was saying, he's like, but we don't know where Najee. Yes, he voiced me like, but I'm sorry. And you can tell he blow.
Yeah, but see, my whole thing when I miss stuff, especially like for someone like Timmy, like, but I know you've been doing your thing, and that's notice I said that too. I said, but I don't want you to think I don't respect what you doing.
I get like a 5 for this.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I was scared
Yeah.
because like, thought something happened.
No,
And this way say sorry for
I-
like 4, or the 5 say sorry for like 4 minutes, but like I still say, but Tanash, it's okay. These
Yeah,
boys,
but
I understand.
I don't want nobody to feel like I don't see me. I'm a firm believer in like, but if you taking what you doing important, but I take that. You called me to do it. I take that as an important task as well.
Mhm.
So my whole thing is, bro, like I want to be timely with it. I want to come. I want to give my best. I want to do what I got to do. I want you tell me what you need. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And then me knowing you, that put a whole another spin on it. You know what I mean? And I know your work ethic. I know what you do. I know what you're worth. I know you're talented at what you do. I understand your love for what you're doing. I understand things are coming from the heart. I already know, you know, you come from humble beginnings. I already understand that. So for me to say, wait, mother sick, I missed that. I missed that just like that, and I get tired like that. Mother sick, I ain't like that. I don't like that. I don't like to, you know, disappoint.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
We did it. Yeah, it was amazing, you know.
Yeah, man.
And we adjusted next year. We back again.
You already know.
For season,
Like I
in season
said,
2, I'll probably bring you back when you drop the album.
like I already told y'all, Light in the Dark is on
We
the
can have
way.
like a mini listening party too. It could be a
Yeah,
whole
man, we
thing.
can do that. We can do that.
A
We
whole
can do that.
thing.
Definitely, we can do that.
So
I
shout-
down with that.
So shout out to our sponsors, Collect, Ricardo, Cost Light. This is Najee the evangelist. I want you to hear that.
Evangelist,
I'm your host,
bro.
Tim A, and see you next time.
You're
Who that? What? Who that? Who that? What? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? Who that? Who that? Wait. Who that? What? 28. What? Who that? Hold that.